Alright, so this is a duck, a beak cleaner. They like to put their beaks in water and shake it all about and blow their nostrils out. I used to put a big corner feeder, that green one over there. I don't know if I can see it now, but I used to put that in their coop full of water and found that they do swim in it, poop in it. It just gets messy. So they really just need something to blow out their nostrils. So I got this 10-gallon drum, cut 3 holes in it. I fill it up to a certain water line, and then I have a stand that I made in the coop so they can do their nostrils. Now also with this thing, since this is where I can, hose it out and it'll run out, so I attached a little wire, super glued it into these corners so I can just easily open it. It's like a little gas tank, and then I can close it. There you go. That's all nice, it closes. There you go, it's all closed. I'll take it back in the coop, and this here, you could open this too, but I wouldn't use it. I can just put water in from this side. So then it goes back on the stand. It's just been hosed out, and I'll show you the stand in just a moment. So there's the stand I made. Now you can make that like one of those cross stands. I just didn't have all the things I wanted. I just put that on there. I have those 2 little stoppers there. I rotate it around to where I want it, the height. And there it is. And all I got to do is bring the hose in here and fill it up with water. And that way they have their little beak washing station. There's a nesting box made out of an old cardboard drum. Just some hay in there. They go in there and lay eggs. Got a little dust bath in here they can hop into. Of course, roosts that we've built to hold them. They even have a corner over there that I had to shield because it seems like they like to nest in that corner. Problem nesting there is you get pooped on by everybody. So I kind of made a couple of shields so whoever nests there don't get pooped on. We have all these nesting boxes, right? They don't even use them hardly anymore. Most of them are empty now. I mean, they'll take maybe 2 or 3 at the bottom that they'll fill up, but they don't really use all of them, so that's way overdone. This one here is storage. I got some, actually this is just a kind of tarp thing that I lay on the ground to look underneath, because they do like to have a nest underneath, of course, and since I don't want to be kneeling all the time on dirt, I just put that down and I can kneel. And then here I have the baby duck feeding station. It's kind of closed off. There's just enough room for them to get in. Then I put their food dish in here at night. So they can go underneath the nesting boxes, come around, get through that little hole, eat, and then they can go wherever they want. Actually, those are the two that like to eat those two there. But they're getting to the point where they're getting just as big as the others. So they're just going to have food when they have food. And all I do is sprinkle some food in here at night to bring them all in. They do harass me when they see me in the afternoon thinking it's already bedtime, but it's not, because it's like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They'll come running around. They just want me to feed them. Yeah. There's our kitty cat. I am working on building an outdoor roost. This is their dust bath here in the corner, so I've kind of got a frame on the bottom made with some logs. I've got a whole bunch of wood that I've saved over there, and I got plenty of other branches. I'm just going to make some sort of a pyramid scheme, pyramid scheme, yeah, a pyramid with roosting bars everywhere, and that way if they feel like they want to roost here, they can. And that way it's right here, it's all covered, it's nice and dry, so when it does rain they can just hop in there, and plus they can run underneath if there's any kind of hawk up above, which the guineas are very good at yelling that out. We have a whole bunch of these busted pools because the emus keep putting their toenails in it. So wherever the hole is, as you can see, I kind of just prop it up, wash it out every 2 or 3 days, put more water in, and they still have a little bath in there. It's enough to hold for the ducks what they need. So it works. We've moved things around too, because we moved these two big roosting, well, they're actually just little nesting, so they can go in there from underneath this. We've also blocked that off so they can go in, and guess who's got a nest in here? Look at this. Let's see if you can guess. I don't know if you can see it, but there. Guineas! Guineas are nesting in here now. And then of course they can run in here. Nest in there. Nobody has nested in there yet. It's nice and toasty warm. Maybe it's too warm for them. Then we have another one over there they can run into. Just keeps them all so they have shelter to run into from every now and then. Something else that I've started to do. I bought some growing bags to grow potatoes and tomatoes, carrots, whatever, so we can put some into some growing bags. But I found a much simpler solution. Let me show you. Right there. I have a ton of feed bags. I just roll them up into a half size, put soil in it, plant stuff in it, put it outside. This way I can move them around, sun, shade, whatever they need. Too hot, put them in the shade. Too cold, put them in the sun. Not only these are kind of porous, so the water would run out, which is great. I don't need to poke holes in them. But those feed bags that you get from the feed store, normally these here, I also saved a bunch of these. These are not porous, so if you just poke some holes in the bottom with whatever you have, nails or whatever, just poke some holes in there, you can do the same thing. You just grow it, use it as a grow bag. That way you don't need to buy any grow bags. You can put them anywhere you want. I also started decorating my barn. I love this picture. This is a bee made out of flowers, plants. It's my favorite one. And then of course I have these 3D pictures I acquired. Some of these are really neat. I don't think you can see what it's doing when you can't see it on this one. Maybe this one will show it. You can see this way. There you go. The sunflower one, you can see it change. Even the fish. Actually, the fish are 3D, but look at that. It's just nice to have that here. I have a few of them. I have a few weird ones. Here's a nice bass one. I don't think it looks 3D. It's pretty cool. Those are nice. Yeah, I figured I'll just decorate something in here so it's not so boring to look at a wall. I gotta clean up again. So there's one of the feed bags that I poked holes in. I have, can't remember, I think they're tomatoes. I didn't mark those, did I? Nope. I think they're just tomato plants. Just from what I had left over. Probably won't grow anymore. It's already September. This is the greenhouse. I got a lot of stuff started, but some of it needs to go out. Still got peas going. And over here, I have a drying station. So it gets really hot in here, and I don't want the plants that I'm drying out to get sunburnt where they lose their flavor. So I put them, there you go, hibiscus. This is a hibiscus plant and some clover. And what I have back here is I made some wild lettuce tincture. The tincture's not there yet, but there you go. I just dehydrated it in here, and look at it. It worked. I don't need a dehydrator. I just put it in here. This was obviously pretty full, and then I just put something over it, a darker color, and also so the cats don't go in it or knock it over. Kind of surrounded it, and it's all dried. It's tarry, so I'll be taking that off and making tincture with that this weekend. So I'll have this. Oh, we also, of course, I planted a whole bunch of sunflowers. This is a tiny one here. I'm collecting the seeds. Some of them I will replant. Others are just going to be mixed in with the animal food. But one I'm definitely going to replant. Let's see if I can get to it. This is around my greenhouse. Look at the size of this thing. I don't know if you can see it on the camera how big this is, but there's my hand. Let me try to get it to... Yeah, you can't really see how big that thing is. There. Now you can kind of see it. Those seeds will be planted for next year. I'm definitely having me a sunflower patch, which I am putting over where that sun is, because it's really there from morning to nighttime. There we have a lot of sun right there, so that would be a sunflower patch. I've got like a little, whatever didn't fit anywhere, greenhouse going on back here, just a little garden. I've got some spuds, potatoes in there, potatoes in the white barrel. Got some green beans still in there. I might have to move them back into the greenhouse when it cools down. Kale, it's mainly for the animals. I love kale and cabbage. Cabbage is still going. I had it covered up because we do get those moths. Got some pumpkins. I also got some gourds going down here. Some nice little gourds for Thanksgiving. My comfrey plant, I got that from Ron Urban Homesteader. That thing turned out really nice. It's huge. It's growing and growing like a weed. It's doing really well. So yeah, there's my little greenhouse. I'd like to get some more of these greenhouses and put a few more here. I chose this spot because as soon as it hits 10, 11 o'clock, this is all in the sun and it's sheltered on 3 sides by the barns. So wind doesn't really affect it. The wind can blow through here, but it doesn't do anything, so I'm really liking that. This way it won't blow away or tear down. It's the perfect spot.